ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थ विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ अधीमहे पञ्चदशीम् कैवल्यपदसिद्धये। तत्त्वविवेक प्रकरणं नाम प्रथमः अध्यायः 29th श्लोक। तैजसा विश्वतां याता देवतिर्यं नरादयः। ते परागर्षिणः प्रत्यक् तत्त्वबोधविवर्जिताः। कुर्वते कर्म भोगाय
kurvate karma bhogaaya
कर्म कर्तुं च भुञ्जते
karma kartum cha bhujate
नद्यां कीटा इव वर्तात्
nadyam
Vartat
आवर्तान्तरमाशुते
avartantaramashute
व्रजन्तो जन्मनो जन्म
prajanto janma janma
लभन्ते नैव निर्वृतिम्
labhante naiva nirvritim.
We have seen up to this shloka. Taijasa Vishwatam Yata Sukshma Sharira Abhimani Taijasaha Stula Sharira Abhimani Vishwaha. So Taijasaha identifies with Stula Shariram is called Vishwaha. Is called Vishwaha. Prajnaha, Taijasaha, Vishwaha. All these are names of Chaitanyam associated with the corresponding Upadhi. So Vishwa is the Jiva obtained in Stula Sharira. Te Devataring Naradayaha Jiva. These are of different types. Deva are third young animals, Naradayaha iti. Te Parag Darshinaha. Pratyak Tattva Bodha Vivarjitaha. They are extrovert. They are Paragdarshi. They are extrovert. Paragdarshi. Tattva Bodha, Atma Bodha. They don't have the knowledge of oneself. Swarupa Jnanam Nasti Tesham. Because of Tattva Bodha Vivarjita, they are Tattva Bodha Vivarjita. Tattva Bodha Vivarjitatvat Paragdarshinaha. They don't have the knowledge of oneself, therefore they are Paragdarshi. They are extrovert. All the jivas, including devas also. They are all Paragdarshi. Why? Because Ajnani. Paragdarshi is because of Ajnani. Tattva Bodha Vivarjitatvat. Therefore, Paragdarshi, Paranchikani Vetrinak Swayambhu, Parang Pashyati Nantaratman, as said in the Kathopanishad. Therefore, all the Indriyas they are directed outwards because they are extrovert. So therefore, these Vishwaha, otherwise called Jivaha, Karma, Bhogaya, Kurvate, Karma Kurvate Bhogaya, Bhogartam. Bhoga is enjoyment. Enjoyment not only it is Sukha, Sukha Dukkha both. Enjoy. Enjoyment is, enjoy meaning Anubhava. Anubhava is Sukha Anubhava or Dukkha Anubhava. Therefore, Sukha Dukkha Anubhavaya Karma Kurvate. They do karma to experience the karma pala in the form of Sukha Dukkha iti. Karma kartum cha bunjate. They experience, they enjoy to do karma. So they do karma to enjoy karma pala, and they enjoy karma pala to do karma. Therefore, it's a cycle. Karma, karma pala, karma iti. They are caught in the cycle of karma because they are paragdarshinaha, tattvabodha vivarjitaha te. Therefore, karma kurvate. What karma Karma is either Vaidika or Lokika is karma. Vaidika karma also possible. Vaidika karma also Bhogaya Kurvate for experiencing the Bhoga. Vaidika karma as well as Laukika karma, of course. Acharanti Kurvate. Therefore, they are caught in this cycle. Karma, Bhoga, Karma. Karma, Bhoga, Karma. Karma, Bhoga, Karma. Iti. This is a cycle. Like a kita, yata, nadyam, in the water, kitam, iva, like a kita, the insect which is caught in the river. How it is caught in the river? Avartat, avartantaram, ashute. Avarta means whirlpool. In the river, there may be many whirlpools. Avartanam, avarta is whirlpool. The water goes round and round. So the kita, the insect, gets caught into one whirlpool. Somehow from that whirlpool, it escapes and then gets caught into another whirlpool. Therefore, its travel is from one whirlpool to another whirlpool, one problem to another problem. Similarly, human beings also, they travel from problem to problem. They travel from experience to experience. They travel from dukkham to dukkham. In between, sometimes a drop of sukham comes. For the sake of that, travel from dukkham to dukkham. That is what this constitutes the samsara is. And also the travel, it is not that traveling from one avartanam to another avartanam doesn't involve too much gap. Ashute immediately. So, kitaha iva, jivaha travel from one avarta. Avarta is for the kita. For the jiva, it is janma. Vrajantaha janma no janma. Avartanam, whirlpool, and it is drishtanta, it is an example. Kitaha, insects, jivaha, beings, avartanam, whirlpool, janma, birth, jananam. So in the drishtanta, kitaha is the karta, and it moves from one whirlpool to another whirlpool without any break immediately in the river. Similarly, the dashtanta, this jivaha, this vishvaha, they vrajantaha, they move from gachantaha, from one janma to another janma. Janmanaha janma. Ekasmat janmanaha anya janma labante. So janma is compared to whirlpool and jivas are compared to kita, and the samsara is compared to the nadi. Therefore, when caught in this whirlpool, will the kita be happy? No. Therefore, similarly, jiva also naiva nirvritim labhante. Never, naiva, kadapi sukham na labhante. Never gets sukham. Sukhanubhava, it never gets. Mostly it's only dukkham. So samsara sagaram dukkham tasma jagrata. Iti, the awakening shloka is that samsara is characterized by dukkha. Why this jiva suffers? Because jivas are ajnanis. Therefore, this swarupananda na jananti. Aham atma brahma ananda swarupaha iti na jananti. Ataha jivaha ajnaninaha. Therefore, I am the source of Ananda, I am Ananda. That is not known. That is why Tattva Bodha Vivarjitaha te. It is said, was said in the previous shloka. Therefore, wanting to experience, wanting to have Sukham, Bhoga Apekshaya, Kim Kurvanti, Karmani Kurvanti, Jivaha, Bahuni Karmani, Nana Vidani Karmani Kurvanti. And karma, when it is done, it will definitely give result. Whatever may be the karma. If it is a good karma, then punyam will come. It will fructify in the form of punyam. If the karma is adharmika karma, then it will result in the form of papam. So karma palam, whether it is Vaidika karma or Logika karma, the results of karma, the fruits are inevitable. These jivas have to experience. Karma will definitely come. So, therefore, this jiva experiences the karma pala in the form of punya papa. Therefore, the punya papa alone manifests in the form of different janmas. Devatyang naradayaha iti janmanaha janma labante. If the karma is punya karma, then it attains devaloka. It attains deva shariram. So, punya karma, yadi punya karma, yadi punya karma chet, yadi karma palam punyam chet, uttama janma prapnuvanti jivaha. Papam chet, adho janma, tiryanga, animal janma, or kitaha. Therefore, vividhani janmani prapnuvanti. Janmani, vividhani janmani prapnuvanti jivaha. Praptva punaha karma kurvanti. Prapya punaha karma kurvanti jivaha. Punarapi maranam, punarapi janane, jatareshayanam, miha samsare, vagudustare iti, samsara chakre, sada tada samsaranti. They travel in the samsara chakra in the form of doing and experiencing. Why it is not that jiva experiences a karma pala, whatever the karma it does in this janma, why it doesn't experience in the next janma, very immediate next janma, or in this janma itself? It is not possible to experience all the karma pala in this very janma itself, because of the varieties of karma, different karma, it requires different upadhis. Therefore, whatever the upadhi the jiva has now, what upadhi? This nara upadhi, this manushya upadhi, manushya shariram. So manushya shariram, you cannot have the experience of an animal, like for example a pig. If you have the karma to be experienced that in the varaga sharira, then manushya sharira is not suitable for it. If you have karma deserved to be experienced through a matsya sharira, then this nara shariram is not possible. It doesn't serve that purpose of experiencing the karma pala. Therefore, it has to take that janma. So, therefore, ekasmin eva janmani, janmantareshu kritanam karmanam, the karma palam, janmantareshu kritanam, janmantareshu kritanam karmanam, bahunam satvat, punaha jivaha janmantaram prapnuvanti, anya janma prapnuvanti. Therefore, avartat avartaram yata kitaha gachanti tadvat. Kitaha na gachanti, kitaha patanti. They fall. Avartat avartaram patanti kitaha. Yatha kitaha patanti tadvat jivaha api janmanaha janma labante. Sukham kadapi na labante. Mrityo samrityam gacchati. Yehananeva pashyati yatha katopanishadi uttam. The Katopanishad we saw helplessly, the human being travels from death to death. It means death, again he comes back, again he dies, again he comes back, again he dies. Therefore, without having knowledge of oneself, the samsarat, samsaram labhante, janmanaha, janma labhante, avartantaram labhante, jivaha iti. The jivas are compared to the pitiable kitaha, insects. So this we saw. Now, the kitas are suffering. Then there goes a person who sees the kita suffering, taking compassion on this small insect getting caught into this whirlpool. Then the person, Karuna Nidhi, the person having compassion, he helps the kita to come out from the whirlpool by lifting it. That person is Karuna Nidhi. Kita as Karuna Nidhi. And for human beings, it is the Guru comes, the compassionate person who is none other than Guru. He comes and helps the human beings suffering in this samsara. How does he help? By lifting. How does he lift? Not physical lifting. Physically, nobody can be lifted from samsara. Lifting, taking away from samsara is only possible through jnana. Therefore, only Guru. So, Guru Vagachati, Guru api Karuna Nidhi. Karuna Nidhi is beautiful word. Karuna Nidhi, Karunanam Nidhi. So, Guru comes and he lifts the suffering beings, human beings, by making him understand the swarupa of himself, that is lifting from samsara. Samsara characterized by ajnanam, therefore lifting is characterized in the form of jnanam, giving jnanam. And giving jnanam is in the form of upadesha, teaching. Therefore, by teaching through upadesha dwara uddharanti. Karuna nidayaha guravaha uddharanti. That is said in the next shloka. We will read. I think that is from where we have to start. Satkarma paripakate.
Satkarma paripakate.
Your printing is not clear. Satkarma paripakat. Panchami, then te. Satkarma paripakat te. There is no swara here. It's a typo. Satkarma paripakat. Panchami, then te. Karuna nidhinodhrutha. Prapyatirattaruchhayam. Vishramyanti yatha sukham. Karuna Nidhi. Karuna Nidhino Drutaha. How do you split? Karuna Nidhina Uddritaha. It is Tritiya Vibhakti. Kartari, Tritiya. Not Karana, okay. Tritiya Vibhakti is Karana? No, it's a Karta. Kartari Tritiya. Who lifts? Uddritaha. Lifted. Who are lifted? Satkarma Paripakat. They referring to Jivaha. They referring to, here in this Drishtanta, Kitaha. Te Kitaha Uddritaha Karmani. Uddritaha Karmani. It is Ta Pratyaya, Karmani Prayoga. Therefore, only Karta is in Tritiya Vibhakti, Karuna Nidhi. Karuna Nidhina. Te Kitaha Uddritaha. The Kitas. Kitaha Uddritaha. Uddritaha means what? The world, from one whirlpool to another whirlpool, the Kitas are incessantly flowing. Therefore, this Prabhahat, from this flow, Bagihi Nissaritaha Ityataha. Bagihi. From one whirlpool to another whirlpool, it flows. Therefore, from the Prabhaha, from the flow, it is removed out, it is taken out. Uddritaha, Nissaritaha. Kena, Karuna Nidhina. Karuna Nam Nidhi. Nidhi means treasure. And treasure of what? Karuna, compassion. Daya. That is why Daya Nandaha. Daya, compassion. So out of, see, Jnanis don't have to teach. They have Jnanam, they can remain with themselves. Why should they come and then teach? Because of compassion. Because seeing the people suffering in samsara, wanting to help, because they cannot help themselves. A samsaric person cannot help himself. This is a fact. The person who is in problem, he cannot help himself. That is why seeking help is intelligence. Seeking help is intelligence. And the problem is samsara. And the thing is, I don't know that I'm in samsara. That is the first thing. And the problem of samsara is ajnanam. That also I don't know. Because I think I am myself to be a jnani, a wise person. Jnani, an informed person, if not jnani, informed person. I think I know everything. So how can a person help himself to come out from samsara? Not possible. Therefore, it requires karuna, daya. Shankaracharya, etc., all the people in the tradition, they're all karuna nidayaha. Out of compassion only, they have written bhashya. They're all Brahma Jnanis. Why should they write? Why should they teach? Why should they write commentaries? Bhashya. It's all for the people, all for the samsaris who are suffering the samsara. Therefore, karunanidhi. In this drishtanta, in this example, this a person who walks by, that is a person that out of compassion, he sees the kitas and lifts up. Therefore, he is a karunanidhi. Why should he lift up? Seeing, because he saw the insect suffering, wanting help. How can an insect help itself to come out from the traveling from one avartanam to another avartanam? Can it help himself? It cannot jump from the river. It is absolutely helpless, a kita. As the kitas, the insects are absolutely helpless in the flowing current of water, and that too from one avartanam to other avartanam. Similarly, human beings are also absolutely helpless. As a karuna nidhi, taking compassion helps the insect. Similarly, There are acharyas, gurus, taking compassion on the human beings. They help. They help in the, how did they help? How did they offer their help? In the form of giving knowledge, and that in the form of teaching. So therefore here it is said, Karuna Nidina Dayaluna Karuna Nidhi Karunanam Nidhi Te Kitaha Udritaha are lifted up. And also the Kita, not all the Kitas are helped by the Karunanidhis. Not all the Kitas are getting help. The Kita also must have some karma. Must have some punya karma in its account. Then only it can get help. Therefore, Satkarma Paripakat. Satkarma, good karma, Satkarmanaha, Paripaka. Satkarma is good karma, Punya karma, Paripaka. Paripaka is the karmas have all have gathered and they are attained the stage of fructification. Paripaka. Paka means cooking. Paripaka means seasoned. So the karma, the good karmas, whatever this kita, this insect would have done, some are not in that janma. Kita cannot do any karma in kita janma, because kitas, the insects, they don't have free will. Some punya karma, something it would have done in the previous janma. So therefore, that karma joined together, because of that kita is spotted by the Karunanidhi, by this person, compassionate person. Suppose if the kita doesn't have this Satkarma Paripaka, then this person would not have spotted. He would have just passed by the river, passed by the water. He will not have seen. That kita would have continued to suffer and get lost in the river. Therefore, Satkarma Paripakat, that is the hetu. That is the hetu. Purva Janmani Uparita Punya Karmanaha. Because of the karma which has been earned in the Purva Janma, and karma is Paripakvatayaha Karanat. The karma has become Paripakvata, karma have joined together and it is ready to fructify. Therefore, Karuna Nidina Udritaha, they are lifted by the Karuna Nidhi from the river. Therefore, now the Karuna Nidhi rescued the Kita by lifting the Kita out of this flowing water, running current. That is, Jiva is helped out of samsara. Jiva is helped out of samsara by the person who has great compassion. Who is that person? Is a guru. In the case of Kita, in the case of rescuing the Kita, the person must have the samarthya to rescue it. He must have the samarthya. He must have, suppose, if it is a river, if we cannot dive, at least he must have a stick or something to help the Kita out. Suppose if it is a river, and this person also doesn't know swimming, then how will he save the Kita? It's a problem. If it is a small rivulet, then it is possible. But suppose if it is a river, and Kita is caught, and he wants to help the Kita, then he has to use some means. So therefore, that depends on the samarthya of the person. So the person must have the samarthya. So similarly here also, this jiva is helped out by the person, and the person must have the samarthya. The guru must be the person must be a guru. Samarthya means the person must be knowledgeable. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriyaha Brahmanishtaha Guruhu. Not any other guru. The guru who is who is free from samsara, who is awakened to this knowledge, that person, that guru, the one who has gained jnanam, who has discovered himself, that person who has discovered the truth of oneself by Shravanam, and is a Brahmanishta, only that person can help the suffering beings, human beings, not any other gurus, not any other guru. There are so many gurus are there. There are so many gurus. Some guru, they don't teach. They ask you to do some practice. What tradition, what is their philosophy, what tradition, nobody knows. Suddenly they become a teacher, a guru. All these are problem. That is why sampradaya is important. Sampradaya with asampradaya with murkavatu upekshaniyaha. The one who doesn't come under sampradaya, that person must be rejected, should be dismissed. So we don't accept any mystical gurus. There is no moksha by touching. There is no moksha by any other than teaching. Only through jnanam moksha is possible, and jnanam is possible only through teaching, and teaching is the form of handling the pramana. That is the only means. There is no other means. There may be the gurus who can help you in some other way, but when it comes to moksha, there is no other means. Only a Shrotriya Brahmanishta alone can help. So that is the samarthya of the guru. A mystical guru may help you when you are in problem, wanting help. The person may help you by offering some means for the removal of the problem. He would help. Netra Diksha, Sparsha Diksha, there are so many Dikshas, and by that one can have mystical experience. That being experience, it is not jnana. It is also another experience. As we have experience in samsara, that is also another form of experience. Any experience is samsara only. Because we are talking about Atma, which is ever the experiencer. In every experience, that Atma is there. I'm saying ever experiencer means Atma is not the karta, not in that sense. Every experience is because of this Atma, because of you. So you are the adhisthana of all the experiences. Without you, there is no experience also possible. And we want experience, mystical experience. It's all imagination. This is what we call spiritual romanticism. And there are such people also available. They are not the gurus we are talking about. They don't have the samarthya really to lift the people from samsara. So in keeping with the stage, in keeping with the varna, in keeping with the stage, or in keeping with whatever situation one is, a guru can help. But when it comes to moksha, that is only through teaching. That is a samarthya. Therefore, here the Karunanidhi, the passerby, yes, he should have the samarthya. Either he must jump himself into the river and help the Kita come out from the river. And for that he must know swimming. That is samarthya. Or he must have some means to rescue. So the samarthya is required. And that karuna is required, and karuna should be accompanied with samarthya. Mere karuna alone is not enough also. Karuna as well as samarthya. Guru is the one who has both. Therefore, only the Acharya, Shankaracharya, starting from them, again before, all the Acharyas in the tradition, they are endowed with both. They have Karuna and they also have the Samarthya, the know-how of helping. Now this Kita, in this Drishtanta, now this Kita has been rescued by this person. Then what does the Kita do now? Kita prapya तीरतरुच्छायां यथासुखं विश्राम्यन्ति. This Kita, now this person has rescued the Kita and left it on the shore. Now, having been left on the shore, now what the Kita do? Tirataruchayam, chaya the shade of the taru, the tree. And tree is, where is the tree? It is on the bank. So, Tirataruchayam Vishramyanti Yatha Sukham. It rests under the shade of the tree which is on the bank, the river bank. Finally, it takes a deep breath and relaxes. It has come to the shore. Yatha Sukham Sukheda Vishramam Kurvanti Vishrantim Svikurvanti Kutra Yatha Sukham Anandena Vishramyanti. Where? Tirataruchayam. 3 words are there. It's a samasa. Tira is the river bank. Taru, tree. Chaya, shade. So what is the chakara doing? It is sandhi. You know what sandhi is? Tukka kama sandhi. Tirataroho chaya, tirataru chaya. Shashti tatpurusha samasa. Taru, ukara of the shabda. Tirataroho chaya. The shade of the tree which is on the bank of the river. Tirataru. Shashti tatpurusha samasa. Tirataroho chaya. Chayam tam tatra vishramyanti. This Kita. Kitaha. Bhagavachan. Kitaha vishramyanti. Then Tirataru. That is also a samasa. Tire vidyamanaha taruhu. Tirataruhu. Tire taruhu should not say. Not Saptami. This is Tire vidyamanaha taru. Tire on the bank, the taru which is present. The tree which is present on the on the river bank. Nadi tira. Nadi is not there. You can understand. Tira means it should be only for the nadi or the sagar, the ocean. Nadyaha tiram, nadi tiram. Then tire vidyamanaha taruhu, tira taruhu, madhyama pada lopa samasa. Tira taroho chaya, tira taru chaya. And it is Dvitiya Vibhakti. Tira taru chayam prapya. For the prapya is apdatu. Ap, to reach, to attain. For that the karma is tira taru chaya. Apdatu is gatyartaka dhatu, movement. Therefore, the place of reach will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Place of reach is karma and therefore it will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So, Tirataru Chayam Prapya, having attained the shade of the tree which is on the bank of the river, Vishramyanti, Svikurvanti, Kitaha. The same thing we have to extend to human beings also. That is similarly human beings also. He comes to the Yatha Kitaha Tirataruchayam Prapya Vishramyanti Tata Jivaha Api Jnanam Prapya Vishramyanti Samsara Sagat Bhagihi Nirgachyati. It goes out of the samsara. That is said in the next shloka. We will see. So therefore, Yatha Kitam Drishtva Nadyam Patitam Kitam Drishtva Dayaluhu Uddharati Kitam Tadvat Guruhu Api Manusyam Drishtva the samsara Naram Drishtva out of compassion Dayaluhu Guruhu Kim Kurvanti Uddharanti. Katam through the teaching. Jnanopadeshena uddharati. Manusyanam uddharanam kurvanti. This kita kim kurvanti anantaram kitaha tire vidyamanasya vrikshasya samipam gatva vishrantim kurvanti. Kitaha vishrantim kurvanti tadvat manusyaha api vishrantim kurvanti samsara sagaram tirtva. Samsara tiram prapya, having crossed over the samsara sagaram tirtva vishrantim kurvanti. That is a dashtanta. That is going to be said in the next shloka. So in this shloka, it is drishtanta. Then in the Tikakara says, we will read the Tika. Evam samsara apattim abhidhaya. Apatti is adversity. Apatti abhidhaya. Having presented the adversities, the problems of samsara, tan nivritti upayam darshigitum drishtantam tavat aha. Having presented the problems of samsara, tan nivritti upayam. What nivritti upayam? The samsara apatti nivritti upayam. Upaya, the means for the nivritti, removal of the problem, the adversities of the samsara, the problem of samsara. Samsara is janmanaha janma gamanam. That is called that's what some problem. That is what samsara is. Avartanat avartara praptihi. That is samsara. So that nivritti upayam darshigitum, to show that upaya, the means of crossing, to show the means of avoid this nivritti, removal of this samsara. Drishtantam tavat aha. Drishtantam, the author presents aha tells. Satkarma iti shlokarambha. Satkarma paripakat. Satkarma iti shlokera drishtantam granthakaraha aha. Granthakara tells the upayam through drishtanta. Te kitaha, te in the shloka referring to kitaha. Te bhagavachanam. Sagatau te kitaha. Kitaha kito kitaha. Te kitaha satkarma paripakat. What is satkarma paripakat? The author, the Tikakara says, Purva uparjita punyakarma paripakat. That is the meaning of the word satkarma paripakat. Purva uparjita. Uparjita means earned. Mamopata, that upata. Upa arjita, earned. What is earned? What karma? Because it is sat karma, therefore punya karma. Punya karma paripakat. Because of the punya karma which have been earned and that has come together, sufficient punya karmas are joined together, ready for fructification. That is the cause. Because of that, because it is a hetu, therefore it is in Panchami. Paripakat kripaluna. Karuna nidina is equal to kripaluna, is equal to dayaluna. All mean the same. Kripalu, dayalu. Kenachit purusha visheshana uddritaham. By some purusha vishesha, some special person. Who is a special person? Here the person is the passerby, because this kita has got punya, therefore a special person. Whereas in the dashtanta, the special person is acharya, the teacher. Uddritaha, kitaha uddritaha. From what? From where? Nadi pravahat bagihi nissaritaha. From the nadi pravaha. Pravaha is flow of the river. The nadi pravahat bagihi. Bagihi is there, therefore Panchami Vibhakti. You can note. Bagihi governs Panchami Vibhakti. It is Upapada Vibhakti. All these things we discussed in our Sanskritam class. Bagihi. Kasmat bagihi. Nadi pravaha samasa. Nadyaha pravagaha nadi pravaga. Nadi pravahat bagihi nissaritaha. Nissaritaha means srudhatu. Sru means movement. Nissarita cause to come out of the flow of the river. Santaha tirattaruchayam prapya, having attained the shade of the tree, of the tree which is on the river bank, prapya sukam yatha bhavati. That is called yatha sukam. Sukam anatikramya. As it was before falling into the river, as it had experience, sukha experience, sukam, as it lived happily, that sukam. Sukam yatha bhavati tata. Sukam anatikramya. Anandena. Yatha sukam is anandena, happily. As it was happy before falling into the river, it means before coming to samsara, before falling into the problem of samsara, sukam prapya yatha bhavati tata yatvat, similarly yatvat vishramyanti, they relax. Kitaha vishramyanti. This is drishtanta. Kitaha vishramyanti. They relax. Vishramtim kurvanti vishramanam. Then the next shloka, 32nd. Upadeshamabhavyaivam.
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 You have to split and then understand the individual words. Okay. Acharya tattvadarshinaha.
Acharya
Acharya-darshinaha.
Panchakosha vivekena.
Panchakosha-vivekena.
Labhante nirvritim param.
Labhante nirvritim param.
The nirvriti we have seen before also. Nirvriti means sukam. It is nirpurvaka. Nir is upasarga. And dhatu is vrudhatu. Vrinj avarane. Then thin pratyaya, strilinga pratyaya. Nirvriti is strilinga. Declined like mati. Matihi mati matayaha. Nirvritihi. Nirvriti. Nirvritayaha. It is strilinga shabda. Nirvritim means sukam ityartaha. Anandam. Okay. Now, Upadesham avapya evam. That is what it is. You have to split. Upadesham avapya evam. Upadesham avapya evam. Such simple shloka. You can easily, with little knowledge of Sanskritam, you can easily understand. Sandhi Jnanam, of course, important. With Sandhi, splitting the Sandhi is half the job done. Then finding out the Kriya Padam and other Karakas. Then assembling the words in the form of the prose. That's called Anvaya. That is the job, simple. Upadesham avapya evam acharyat tattvadarshina. This shloka, dashtanta. Purva shloke drishtantaha uktaha. Asmin shloke dharshtantaha. What is illustrated, it is given here. Illustration, previous shloka. Panchakosha vivekena labhante nirvritim param. So, drishtantaha uktaha padarshitaha purvasmin shloke. Asmin shloke dashtantaha. Okay. What is the upaya? What is the upaya? What is the upaya for the problem of this samsara? Yatha nadyam patitanam kitanam upayaha bhavati, tadvat atra kim kaha upayah asti, kim upayam asti? Samsara Sagare. Nadyaha Patitaha Kitaha. Samsara Sagare Patitaha Manushyaha Jivaha. Tesham Samsara Sagara Parasya Ekaha Eva Upayaha Asti. Kaha Upayaha Jnanam Eva. Jnanam Katam Bhavati. उपदेश आचार्य उपदेशेन ज्ञानं प्राप्तुम् एकः एव ज्ञानं प्राप्तुं ज्ञानमेव उपायः ज्ञानं प्राप्तुम् आचार्यस्य उपदेशः अपेक्षितः आचार्यस्य उपदेशः तत्र उपदेशम् अवाप्य having got avapya eva only because there is no other means. The problem of samsara doesn't have any other solution, only upadesha. For upadesha, what is required? Upadesha will not come from the sky. You need a person who has jnanam, who is jnani, jnanavan, acharya. Therefore, acharyat. Acharyavan purushaha veda. It's a Shruti Vakyam. The one who knows, who has the acharya. Acharyavan, acharyavat, acharyavan, acharyavantav, acharyavantaha. One who has acharya, that person knows for sure. So, therefore, acharyavan, acharyavataha upadesham prapya. From the acharya, having obtained the upadesha, that is upaya. Upaya in the form of jnanam, and jnanam is gained through upadesha from the acharya. Where the upadesha is with the acharya. Therefore, acharyaha apekshitaha is a karunanidhi acharyat tattvadarshinaha. Therefore, tat acharyat tattvadarshinaha from the acharya, from the teacher. And who is the teacher? He is a tattvadarshi. Tattvam drashtum shilam esham te. Tattvadarshinaha is panchami vibhakti. Tattvadarshinaha acharyat upadesham avapya eva nirvritim labante. Param nirvritim labante. Panchakosha vivekena. That is the vakya. So, acharyat from the teacher, guruho, and the guru is qualified by the word tattvadarshinaha. Tattvadarshinaha is tattvam. What is the tattvam? Brahma tattvam. Brahma tattvam. Darshi, the one who knows. Jnatavan, samyak jnatavan. Tattvam drashtum shilam. Eshamte. Tattvadarshi. Tattvadarshinaha. The word comes in Gita also, tattvadarshi. Where does it come? Nasato vidyate bhavaha. Ubayo tattvadarshinaha. It comes in Gita. So, ubayaha, that it's tattvadarshinaha. So, it is there. So, therefore, Brahma tattvam yaha janati saha tattvadarshi. Kaha saha acharyaha. Therefore, acharyat tattvadarshinaha acharyat. Acharya is qualified by tattvadarshi because there cannot be any other acharya. There may be other acharyas, but that acharya cannot help. Only the acharya who is tattvadarshi, who knows, who sees, who has a vision of the truth, the tattvam, only that person. So, from him, upadesham avapya, having obtained the upadesha, param jivaha param nivrittim, jivaha param nivrittim labhante. In the ocean of samsara, this jiva is drowning. Now, like the person who saw the kita, similarly, a karunanidhi has to spot this jiva, this poor jiva who is drowning in this ocean of samsara. And the karunanidhi is, the word karuna tells, this is ahetuka dhaya sindhu. This karuna is not with any agenda-less, that's why it's called karuna. That's why ahetuka dhaya sindhu. This karuna is without any nimitta, doesn't have any axe to grind. That is why it's the karuna, the word is there, karuna nidhi. He doesn't expect anything in return. It is not done with some agenda. So therefore only Karunanidhi, Acharya, Tattvadarshi. Yes, compassion. How much compassion? That's why Karuna Nidhi. Nidhi is treasure. Limitless compassion. Yes, God for this suffering Jiva. Therefore, when he himself, when this Karunanidhi, the Acharya, when he himself can spend time in solitude, why does why does he should come and teach? Because Karuna. Ahetuka Dhyasanto. That's what Tattvadarshi, who has the knowledge of Brahma, clear knowledge of Agam Brahmasmi, the Tattva Jnanam. Yes, very Tattvadarshi, that tells he has got very clear knowledge. There is no vagueness. That's why it's called Tattvadarshi. Tattvam. He sees. He has a vision. Sakshatkara. Brahma Sakshatkara. Aparoksha Jnana. That's the meaning. Aparoksha Jnanavan. Iti Tattvadarshinaha. From him Upadesham Prapya. Having received Upadesha from Tattvadarshi. Having received Upadesha from the Shrotriya Brahmanishta. Pariksha Lokan Karmachitaha Brahmanaha Nirvedam Maya Nastikkrita Kritena. Samitpanihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Tam Vijnanatam Saha Gurumeva Vigachet. Mundaka Upanishad. Samitpanihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Upanishad said you go to the Guru. What type of Guru? Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Samitpanihi Gurum Eva Abhigachet iti. So therefore, the Acharya who is Shrotriya, Acharya is Shrotriya, Tattvadarshi is Brahmanishta. Tattvadarshi is Shrotriya plus Brahmanishta. Acharya could be Shrotriya Brahmanishta, but Acharya, when we say, he must be a Shrotriya. That is what our definition of Acharya is. Achinoti Shastrarthan Swayam Acharate Achare Stapayati Anya. Such a person is called Acharya. So Acharya is, our definition is Acharya must be a Shrotriya. Not anybody would become Acharya. It's a very big word, Acharya. There are many modern new Vedantis, they have this appellation, Acharya. Without being a disciple to Guru, they become the Acharya. That is not proper, improper. So Acharya, when we say Shrotriya, Shrotriya means what? The person has done Shravanam under the Guru, his Guru. It means he must have a Guru. The one who has a Guru is called a Shrotriya. Acharyavan Purusho Veda, because he has a Guru, definitely the person must be knowing. At least that is a prerequisite for the person to teach. Brahmanishta, we don't know. Whether the person is Brahmanishta, how do you identify the person? Is there any test? Is there any litmus test? We can find out whether the Acharya the teacher is Brahmanishta or not. Not possible. To find out a person is a teacher, Acharya, whether is a Brahmanishta or not, you should be a Brahmanishta. So that is ruled out. So you cannot ascertain the Brahmanishtatum of the Acharya, but you can ascertain the Shrotriyatum of the Acharya. Whether he comes under the Sampradaya or not, who was his teacher, from whom he had learned. So that can be known. Therefore, that is the prerequisite. Only that person alone can teach. So the thing is, he must have been a Shishya. It means he should have the Guru. Because he was a Shishya and he had the Guru, now he becomes a Guru. He becomes the Acharya. That eligibility he has. Therefore, Shrotriya Acharya. That is the meaning. The one who is a Shrotriya, he alone is an Acharya. Because he had listened to Shastra, therefore he will teach as he had received from the teacher. So therefore, the Acharya is one who has received the teaching from his teacher, his Acharya. So therefore, because he has received as from his Acharya, therefore what he speaks is nothing but what he had received from his Guru, that is Shastra. Shastram only speaks. In fact, a Shastram gets validated from him. Therefore, and if he is a Tattvadarshi, he teaches what he received and what he sees is vision. So from such a guru only, this knowledge can be gained. Such a person is called Tattvadashi. Therefore, Upadesham Avapya Tattvadashinaha Acharya. To get out of samsara, one requires lot of punyam. Only then one may come across such a teacher. Out of punyam, purva janma krita punyam. One must have done lot of punyam in the purva janma. In the upakarma, in the maha sankalpa, those who do, they know this maha sankalpa. We say anadi avidya vasanaya pravartamane asmin magati samsara chakre vichitrabihi karma gatibihi vichitrasu yonishu punah punah anekada janitva kenapi punyakarma visheshena idanintana manushat dvija janma vishesham praptavataha. Would have heard this sankalpa. This is a maha sankalpa, and this is in the Upanayanam, in the Abhinyavitam, in every year, Upakarma, this is taken. This Anadi Avidya Vasanaya. We have done this Anadi Avidya, which is Anadi, from because of that, in this Samsara Chakra, we have passed through different wombs. Anekada Janitva, some Punya Karma we have done because of which we have got a human Shariram, and that to Dvija Janma, to be a Dvija, to be born in a Brahmana, Kshatriya, or Vaishya family. Why Shudra? Why Shudra is not, Shudras are not by caste anyway. It is those who don't pursue Shastram, they are called Shudra. So that's why it's not by the caste division, it's about the commitment to the study of the Veda. Anyway, so Dvija is twice born, who is invested with the sacred thread. So that gives him the eligibility to pursue Shastra. That is why it's also Punya Karma, it is said in the Shastram, Punya Karma. So to be born as a human being itself is because of Punya, and to be after taking birth as a human being, then to get a teacher, it is because of immense Punya. It is out of accumulated Punyam of so many Janmas. For getting this Upadesha and from the Acharya. So the Upadesha is teaching. Why teaching is required? Because the problem is Ajnanam, Samsara. Samsara is Ajnanam. Therefore, this Ajnanam is, to Ajnanam to go, what is required is a Jnanam. The Jnanam has to come in the form of the teaching. Therefore, it's purely a cognitive process. It is purely a cognitive. The pursuit of Jnanam is cognitive. This to be understood. There is no doing, it is purely cognitive. Because that alone can bring in the change in the attitude. That alone can bring the change in the attitude. Therefore, the whole process is cognitive. You cannot change anything. Even a jnani who has gained freedom, what change you see in him? He is the same person, same body, same thing, but there is a change at the level of his attitude. Attitude towards oneself, attitude towards this Jagat, attitude towards Ishvara. Ishvara, Jagat, and myself can undergo change only by the change of attitude. The attitude what we add before, that is a cause for samsara, and by jnanam, the vision, the attitude changes. You get the real vision. You come to understand the truth. That is, you see the object, you see the Jagat as it is, not coloring it. Without coloring the Jagat, without coloring yourself also, you are thinking yourself to be an insignificant person, an insecure person. All these are your srishti, your cobweb. You constituted, you constructed a web around you. Now that will go in the wake of this knowledge. When you see yourself as you are, for that upadesha is required, for the teacher is required, then then you don't undergo any special change. What happens? You being the same person, that is the body, mind, sense, everything being the same, since your vision changes, what you were looking upon yourself before, now it has undergone a tremendous change. You understand yourself to be that Brahma, that Brahmatma, which is the cause of this Jagat. You are free. You are already free, that you discover. So it is not something extra you gain. It is discovering the already existing fact. That is why the process is cognitive. It is purely cognitive. It is not accomplishing something new. It is accomplishing the already accomplished. Knowing the already accomplished thing. That is why this process is called this cognitive. Because it is cognitive, therefore one cannot know oneself. Because one doesn't know. If one is cognitive, then there is no problem, no ajnanam. Because one doesn't know, therefore only upadesha is required, therefore only teacher. When we say upadesha means teaching. Teaching means understanding. Understanding is, that is what cognition. Cognition, real understanding of oneself, that solves the problem of samsara. Therefore, having gaining that, labante param nirvritim, he gains the param sukam, vishramyati. Yatha sukam vishramyati, kitaha tadvat param nirvritim labante. He sits happily. Tirattaruchayam prapya yatha sukam vishramyanti, kitaha tadvat. He also relaxes. He relaxes. He understands there is nothing, no ocean to cross. Where is the ocean? There is no ocean. In fact, there is no water, there is no ocean. He realizes this, that what he had been trying all through life is to accomplish is himself. He understands that, and Vishramyati, he relaxes. How does he know all these things? Because of the teaching. And that is because of the teacher. Therefore, the teacher, the Sadguru, the Acharya, the Shastra himself expresses in the Acharya. The Satchit Ananda Brahma himself expresses through Acharya. So by that, this Jivaha Nirvritim Param Labante Acharya Upadeshena Panchakosha Vivekena Avastatarya Vivekena. Panchakosha Viveka. Viveka is discerning the, analyzing the Panchakosha. Analyzing the Panchakosha, analyzing the Avastatarya, he understands that the person, the core person is myself, who doesn't undergo any change, who is the witness of all the changes. Agam Sakshi Brahma Chaitanyam. For that, this Viveka to be done, Panchakosha Viveka, and that is a topic. Panchakosha Viveka, Avastatara Viveka to be done, and therefore the author will insist on Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. That's why Panchakosha Vivekena, through the analysis, through the discriminative understanding of Panchakosha. Panchakosha, either we can say Panchakosha, or we can say Avastatarya, or we can say Shariratarya Viveka. All that these are different prakriyas. By these different prakriyas, the understanding of the reality of oneself. That is through Shravanam, Maranam, and Nididhyasam. That is a means, that is a sadhana. So that is the Panchakosha Vivekena. And this is a Viveka Prakaranam, therefore Panchakosha Vivekena. Panchakosha Vivekena, by analyzing the Panchakosha Viveka, dismissing the Kosha one by one, and finally discovering himself to be without Kosha, is not any of the Kosha. That one who pervades all the Kosha, not confined by any other kosha. That is me. Understanding that alone is ananda. That is the nirvritim, param nirvritim labante. That is the shloka. So from the shloka number 15 to 32, 15th shloka to 32, avidya and samsara varnanam is done by the author. How jiva comes into being and gets into samsara is being discussed. Like the kita, which is caught in the whirlpool, this jiva also move from one janma to another janma in the cycle of samsara. And this Tattvadarshi, this Acharya, comes to rescue and help the jiva out of compassion by upadesha, by teaching. Then upadesham avapya jivaha nirvritim param labante iti. And what is upadesha? The upadesha is panchakosha viveka, and that is the topic, and that is going to be dealt from the next shloka onwards. So panchakosha viveka is a topic from the 33rd shloka. The tika to the shloka, I will take another 5 minutes and then we'll read and then complete. Well, let us complete this shloka also. Idanim drishtanta siddham artham dashtantike yojagati. Here, what he does is, what is drishtantam siddham artham? The drishtanta, what has been talked about before, that he connects to dharstanta, illustration, illustrated, illustration. Illustration is connected to the illustrated in this shloka. Upadesham iti. The shloka begins with Upadesham. Evam muktena prakarena purva uparjita punya karma paripakavashat eva. Evam muktena prakarena. That by already told, by the told means before. What is that? Purva uparjita punya karma paripakavashat. By the karma which has been fructified. What karma? Punya karma. Which has been earned and it has fructified by that. Paripakavashat eva tattvadarshinaha. Who is a tattvadarshinaha? Pratyak abhinna brahma sakshatkara vataha. Tattvadarshinaha is panchami vibhakti. That is equal to Pratyak abhinna brahma sakshatkara vataha. Another beautiful word. Pratyak abhinna brahma sakshat. That is one who is not different from Brahma. And that Brahma sakshatkara, he sees. He sees, that is very clear for him. That Brahma sakshatkara, that is seeing oneself as Brahma, oneself as not different from Brahma, is very clear for them. Sakshat, as he sees an object, a physical object outside. Similarly, he sees himself as Brahma. That it means a vision is so clear. He has got a clear vision of oneself. That's called Brahma Sakshatkara Panchami, Brahma Sakshatkaravan, Brahma Sakshatkaravantau, Brahma Sakshatkaravantah. And Panchami Vibhakti is Brahma Sakshatkaravataha. What Brahma? Pratyak abhinna Brahma. That Brahma which is not different from oneself. Aham Brahma asmi, tat tvam asi. I am Atma Brahma. Iti Acharyat Guroho, that Brahma Sakshatkaravataha is Acharya. Acharyat Guroho, from the Guru, Sakashat, by going to him, by remaining with him, Upadesha, Sakashat. Sakasha is remaining with him, close. Sakashat, Upadesham, Tattvam, Tattvamasya Vakyartha, Tattvamasi, Mahavakya, Tattvamasyadi, Mahavakyartha Jnana Sadhanam, that is Shavanam. That is Shavanam, listening to the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Not Tattvamasi, not just Tattvamasi Mahavakya, Tattvamasyadi Vakyartha Jnana Sadhanam. That Vakya, the meaning of that Vakya has to be elaborated, has to be explained. Mahavakya, Tattvamasi is Mahavakya, the great equation. You are equated to that. You, the Jiva, is equated to that Brahma, which is Jagat Karanam. It means you, the Atma, is this Jagat Karanam Brahma. That is Mahavakya. That's a great equation. You think yourself to be small, but Shastram says you are this creator of this Jagat. That's why it's a revelation. It has come only from the Shastram, as told by the teacher. Therefore, that is a sadhanam. Shavanam is a sadhanam. Listening to that is a sadhanam. Vakshamanam that has to be told, that will be told by whom? By the teacher. Avapya, having received the teacher, which will be, having received the teaching, which will be told by the teacher. Avapya sampadya, having gained. Panchakosha vivekena, by Panchakosha viveka. Annadinam panchanam koshanam vivekena. Panchakosha is Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. Iti Annadinam, Anna, etc. By that, Kosha Vivekanam, Panchakosha Vivekena, Vakshamana Vivechanena. That is going to be told. Panchakosha Viveka is going to be done from the next shloka and verse. Param Nirvritim, that is Param Nirvritim is Parasukam. Parasukam is Moksha Sukam. Nirvritim is Sukam, Ananda. And Nirvriti is qualified by Param. Therefore, absolute Sukha, happiness. That is Moksha. Moksha Sukham, Lavante, Prapnuvanti, Ke, this Jivaha, who has got the Acharya, the Guru. Acharyavan, Purushaha, Veda, iti. We'll stop here. We'll continue from the next shloka, 33rd shloka, from where the Panchakosha Viveka starts. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी. धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद. धन्यवाद किशोरजी.